Hi, welcome back. Seth Greene here, talking about what is an automated perpetual marketing funnel, the last 24 steps in the 133 steps to double your sales in 12 months. We talked about a number of those steps already. We talked about your custom web presence, that mini website that is search engine friendly and designed solely for the purpose of lead generation, getting your ideal prospects to give you their contact information, and then automatically following up with them through multiple forms of media. We talked about getting your site listed in the 50 influence engines in your target market, not just Google. We moved on to our social power cluster, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and building your site on WordPress. We talked about how our social media approach is very different, for example, in Facebook, and we have built one of the few ways in iFrame, Facebook's custom programming language, to do lead capture and multimedia automated follow-up straight from Facebook. Then we moved on to talk about video and article marketing, how, for example, those 20 videos and 20 transcriptions of those videos, 40 video and articles distributed through our 20 market video distribution engines gives you 800 links back to your website in a matter of weeks and gets you very high search engine ranking and lots of organic traffic very, very fast. We talked about pay-per-click marketing. We talked about Google pay-per-click, AdWords. We talked about Facebook pay-per-click, and we talked about LinkedIn pay-per-click, to name a few. Then we moved on to mobile marketing, why it's important that you be able to use text messaging and interactive text messaging to market to your prospects and customers and clients. Today, we're going to talk about the rest. We are going to talk about podcasting, Web 2.0 sites, and social bookmarking sites. So let's get started. Let's dive right in. First of all, what is a podcast? Well, the easiest way to talk about it is where you go to find them. The #1 podcast store in the world now is iTunes, Apple, of course. A podcast is basically an audio recording. And so, for example, I could take the audio track from this video series and put it on iTunes as a podcast where they could listen to it. It's almost like a mini radio show. So if you listen to a podcast, for example, on your iPhone, what you'll see is like the cover of the podcast, like the picture of the author, and then you'll hear him talking, and that's it. So some podcasts, there are millions of podcasts on iTunes and other places for free, which those businesses and artists and musicians have put their podcast out for free for lead generation. They say, oh wow, that's a free podcast, that's great, I want to go check out the rest of this person's stuff. Some podcasts are paid, where it's paid content, where you have to pay 99 cents, $2, $4, $5, $10, to $20 to listen to it, because it's that valuable content. So you can go check out the iTunes store, where there are hundreds of thousands of podcasts. A podcast is a series. It can be about anything. It could be about your business. There are podcasts by ESPN, CBS Sports. You can listen to one on your iPod. There are podcasts that include video. So then you're watching video and listening to the person talking. This could be considered a podcast. You're watching this presentation, and I could go list this just as the audio, or I could include the slides, the PowerPoint slides you're looking at. So it could be either an audio or video podcast, and it's a great way to repurpose your content and get your message out in more places. And think about it, iTunes is one of the most visited websites in the world. So why wouldn't you want to break your content up into pieces, repurpose it, and have it out there, because it'll cost you next to nothing to do. And if you get one additional client from it, or 5 additional clients from it, or a whole lot more than that, in a year, you're all set. Sorry about that, technical difficulties. Hubpages. This is an example. You can look up Google either Hubpages or, in this case, Squidoo. Squidoo was started by, I believe, Seth Godin, who is a brilliant marketer, sold the company to Yahoo for billions of dollars. He's written a whole bunch of best-selling books on marketing. He's a very influential marketing blogger. Some of my favorite books of his are Permission Marketing, Unleashing the Idea Virus, All Marketers Are Liars, Purple Cow, Meatball Sunday. He's got a lot of best-selling books. But anyway, a Squidoo page is called a lens in Squidoo language, and it is a one-page website that is hosted under Squidoo's forum. So Squidoo is obviously a very highly ranked site. So having a website on there, a page on there that links to your website helps your ranking. So what kind of people have Squidoo lenses? It's free. Well, I did everybody. So for example, I did a search, as you can see, on marketing. And then the first Squidoo lens that came up was 7 auto-follow tools for Twitter marketing. So I clicked on that, and it's someone who wrote a page about tools for Twitter marketing. And the reason they wrote that page is because they're trying to sell those tools. Now, the woman who wrote this page doesn't own the software Tweet Adder, which incidentally I use, but she is an affiliate. So what that means is if you click this link and you buy Tweet Adder, that company knows you bought it from her Squidoo page and sends her a commission check every time someone buys. So the possibilities of this are endless. You don't have to use it for affiliate marketing if you're trying to promote your own business, but think about it. You can have a Squidoo page, a lens, up in 5 or 10 minutes with a link back to your website. And the lens needs to be about a topic, obviously related to your business. So for example, I could have 20 or 30, a page, it could be an article. I could take 20 or 30 of our marketing articles and edit them a little bit so it's not with a thesaurus, so it's not the same, so Google won't penalize me for duplicate content, and post them as separate pages on Squidoo, and have 30 pages on Squidoo pointing back to my main website, and dramatically help my ranking that way and drive traffic. And again, it's free. Social bookmarking. What is social bookmarking? Social bookmarking is this huge trend. I don't know why it's doing that. I apologize. Social bookmarking is this huge trend right now where people are like when you go to a website and you like it, you can add it to your favorites so you can come back to it, or depending on what browser you're using, it calls that you're making a bookmark. So social bookmarking sites allow you to show everybody what you're bookmarking. Now obviously you wouldn't publicly bookmark a site you don't want anyone else to see that you like. However, in this case, you can see that people are bookmarking sites that they think are valuable, funny, relevant, have great offers. You've got things, products. Sony may be leaving the next generation console race. It's an article they're bookmarking. Here's a video that a guy bookmarked. Watch a moron destroy his Lamborghini in a street race. So there's a video on YouTube that he bookmarked, and then people will vote on them. You see these little ups and downs, thumbs up, thumbs down. This one has 91 votes. So the more popular, you can search, but the more popular ones come up on the top of the page. So you want to bookmark your own site and do a promotion to your clients or customers and ask them to like your page on Dig or on the social bookmarking sites so that your site rises higher in the rankings and then has more people linking back to it, and again helps your ranking and helps you get more traffic. There are about 30 right now social bookmarking sites like Dig. There's StumbleUpon, there's Delicious, there's Reddit, there's tons of them. It could literally be a full-time job posting stuff to all of these places. So I don't suggest you do that. That's what we're for. But any little bit you do will help your site, again, that lead generation mini site, get found in more places and get you more traffic and get you more customers or clients. So you're going to stay tuned. Those are a brief overview of all 133 steps in our automated perpetual marketing funnel. If you'll stay tuned there are 2 more videos left. In the next video, we're going to, not take my word for it. We're going to show you people who are clients of ours or have been clients of ours in one way, shape, or form, and the marketing techniques that we did for them that were part of this funnel that worked. Some did one technique, some did all 133. So we're going to share with you some of our case studies of our successful clients so that you can see what you can learn from them. And then the last video after that one will be how you can go ahead and get 133 steps implemented for you to double your sales in 12 months. So thanks so much for watching, and stay tuned for our next video.